Really? I would fucking take it.
Drive down this mountain? Wow. It's an early morning for them.
Oh shit. Park, Coon Rapids against Egan. ACPCR has their record this year is 0-28-1. They had their first tie of the season yesterday against Mounds View Irondale. They tied 2-2. They do not have a win on the year. They have scored 10 goals coming into yesterday, so they've scored 12 goals total on the season in 29 games. I told Cassidy to make sure she's not number 13. So, which means she probably will be since I said that. Hopefully the streaming holds today. We're live. So, on a different Wi-Fi than yesterday. Connor will be here to commentate. Him and his mom and sister are coming in hot from the cities this morning at 7:30 a.m. and they should be here in the next couple minutes. So I'm going to talk until he gets here, and then Connor's going to take it over. Game starts in 15 seconds. Oh. All right, Egan controls puck start. Anoka dips it in behind Cassie's net. Wraps it around to Hubble, who throws it up to McCall. Loses it and offsides. Call wins face off back to Walker. That looked like offsides, but whatever. That is out of the zone to center ice, controlled by Noka. Noka tips it back into their own zone. That's a misplay. McCall gives chase out to Cans. Nope, that was Strat. Christie brings it into the zone, passes it over to Robinette. Robinson scores! And 59 seconds into the game, Egan is up 1-0. All right, Egan Spartacats up 1-0. Less than 1 minute into the game. Great shot there by Annabelle Robinette.
Scoring number 52, Annabelle Robinette. Assisted by number 22, Mary Chris. 59 seconds in the first period.
All right, Turvold has it, throws it up ice to Weber. Weber tries to chip it ahead. Number 29 for Anoka scored both their goals yesterday. She came out in the lobby and was talking to her coach, and we all the coaches for Egan overheard. Yay, Connor's here! I don't have to do this anymore. Hello. I would just call him Anoka. Anoka Chamberlain. All right.
Hello, everybody. I'm here. It was snowing up in Egan today, so roads were pretty bad. We'll get back into the game. Puck goes down into the Spartacats zone, out into the neutral zone. Anoka recovers, looks to regroup. Puck comes back to Verstrat. Pass up to Christie, can't find it. And it will be icing on the Spartacats. Nelson takes the face off. Puck comes back to Anoka's defense. Shot saved by Boyd. Lean picks up the puck. Tries to get a pass up to Cans. Cans gets it off the boards. Carries it into the zone. Pass across, but nobody's there. Puck comes out to Cans. Cans has it poke checked away. Verstrat picks it up in the neutral zone. Dumps it back into Anoka's zone. Icing on Anoka. We'll have a whistle here. 11:04 remaining in the first period. Spartacats lead 1-0. Puck comes back to Walker. Walker turns a corner, dumps it into the zone. Call battling behind the net. Anoka tries to get it out. Puck goes back to Walker. Dumps it down. Weber battling for it. Bliss able to hold the line. Gets the puck up to Weber. Weber carries it into the corner. Pass out in front for Hubble. Puck comes out. Anoka slaps it out of the zone. Anoka fires a shot. Goes wide of the net. Icing waved off. Weber goes into attack after it. Weber wins the race. Gets taken down behind the boards. Bates comes in to pick up the puck. Passes back to Moline. Moline rips a shot. Tips off Anoka's skate and they score. Spartacats go up 2-0. 9:46 remaining in the period. Moline from Bates on the goal. Turvold gets the puck. Moline passes up to Weber. Weber and Bates coming down. Puck goes into the corner. Weber dumps it into the corner. Bates goes into attack. Bates gets it. Pass out for Robinette. Robinette tries to get a shot off, but it's blocked by Anoka. Robinette takes up the puck. Pass out in front for Weber. Can't find it. Anoka picks it up. Takes it out into the neutral zone. Puck comes back to Moline. Moline tries to fire it off the boards. Puck goes to Anoka's defense. Carry it in. Front. Weber picks up the puck. Pass up to Cans. Icing waved off. Cans going after it. Wins the race. Rims around back to the defense. Puck comes out of the zone and Walker goes back to chase after it. Passes up to Krisky. Krisky tries to get it up to Cans. Puck comes back. Nelson. Nelson in the corner battling for it. Cans comes into sport. Puck comes back to Walker. Walker shoots. Save. Tried to get a pass out to the D. D can't find it. Puck goes all the way down. Walker back to pick it up. Walker gets it off the boards, but Anoka able to hold the line. Puck comes out to Krisky in the neutral zone. Krisky brings it into Anoka's zone. Krisky battle along the boards. Tries to get a pass out front. Taken away by Anoka. Puck comes out to Verstrat in the neutral zone. Spartacats clear and then dump it in. Verstrat passes up to Krisky. Krisky gets on one girl, pass out in front for Cans. The call there for the rebound, but can't find the goal. Turvold pass to Krisky. Krisky battling for it. Turvold comes in a pinch. Puck is in front of the net. Cans gets a shot off, but it's covered by Anoka. .6:51 left in the period. McCall wins it back to Hubble. Hubble passes it over to Weber. Weber's shot goes wide. Turvold holds the zone. Tries to dump it back in, but Anoka gets it back. McCall picks up the puck in the neutral zone. Gains the zone. Pass up to Weber. Weber from the slot. Shot saved. Puck in his back. Turvold able to dump it in. Weber gets it. Shoots wide of the net. Hubble tries to get a pass out front, but can't find anybody. Anoka shoots it out of the zone. Puck goes back to Bliss. Bliss pass across to Hubble. Hubble leaves the zone, fires a shot. Save covered by Anoka. Puck comes back. Moline picks it up. Misses on the shot. Dumps it in for Bates. Bates picks up the puck. Skates around in the middle of the ice. Krisky on the rebound scores. Krisky scored with 5:40 remaining on the clock in the first period. Bates comes in, fires a shot. Covered by Anoka. Assists on that goal given to Bates and Moline. Bates wins it back to Robinette. Pass back to Moline. Shot tipped by Bates and they score. Just 25 seconds or 15 seconds left or after the last goal. Bates puts another one in the net. Another one assisted by Moline. Puck comes back to the D. Pass. Taken away by Weber. Puck goes up to Cans. Cans gets around one defender. Puck out in front. Loose puck. Noka able to clear it. Puck comes back to Moline. Shot tipped. Weber's shot goes wide. Anoka picks it up behind the net. Taken away by Weber, who shoots, saved. Strat not able to hold the line. Anoka coming down. Bad angle shot, saved by Boyd. Puck comes back to the defense. Shot taken away by Weber. Weber brings it down the ice with speed. Weber gets around one girl, fires a shot, and they score. Spartacats go 5-0 with 4:25 left in the first period. Puck goes down. Puck comes back to Bliss. Passes across to Krisky. Krisky picks it up. Pass up to a Hubble. Hubble gets around the girl. Fires a shot high in the net. Krisky picks it up. Passes back to Walker. Walker shoots. Stopped by Anoka. Anoka able to get it out of the zone. McCall picks up the puck. Across the red line. She dumps it into the zone. Christie gives chase. Can't find a pass. Puck taken away by Anoka, who cleared the zone. Puck comes back to Walker. Passes up to Christie. Tipped by Anoka, and it goes into Christie's skates. Battling for it. Anoka picks it up. Knocked away by Walker. Walker picks it up in the defensive zone. Pass up to Hubble. Hubble able to get it out of the zone. Hubble taken down. No penalty called. Walker gets the puck. Pass up to Krisky. Krisky carries it into the zone. Puck comes back. Robinette in the corner. Robinette can't find it. Puck comes back. Bliss picks it up in the neutral zone. Pass it to Weber. Weber fires it wide. Puck in the corner. Turvold shoots it. Puck goes into the corner. Bates battling for it. Puck comes out. Lean back to pick it up in the neutral zone. Tries to get a pass up to Weber. Bates picks it up off the boards. Noka knocks it away. Puck. Bates finds the puck again. Shoots. Save. Puck goes into the corner. Weber battling for it. Puck comes out to the center of the ice. Fires a shot on net from the blue line. Saved by Boyd. 1:48 remaining in the first period. Spartacats lead 5-0. Turbo picks up the puck, pass up to Krisky. Krisky, pass up to Cans. Cans leaves it back over for Krisky. Krisky, pass out in front of the net. Cans can't find the net. Puck goes wide in the corner. Krisky picks it up, pass back to Mullion. Mullion shoots, saved. Noka tries to cut back. Met by Krisky. The goal line. Puck comes out of the zone. Moline picks it up, fires it back in the zone. Noka able to clear it, but Moline pass up to Cans. Cans leaves it for Krisky. The goalie saves it but couldn't find it. Puck was sitting in front of the net, but the ref blew the play dead. Exactly 1 minute remaining in the period. Offensive zone face-off here for the Spartacats. Call takes the draw. Puck comes back to the Strat. Fires a shot blocked by Anoka. Anoka clears it. Walker goes back to pick it up. Cross-ice pass up to Hubble. Hubble gains the zone. Passes out in front from McCall. McCall fires a shot. Puck is loose. Hubble fires a shot. It goes through the crease. Weber picks it up. Pass back to the Strat. The Strat fires a shot. Goes wide on the net. Noka picks it up in the corner. Able to get it out of the zone. Pass up to Weber. Weber tries to get it up to Hubble. Taken away by Anoka. Verstrat goes back to pick up the puck. Verstrat passes up to Hubble. Goes off of her skate. Hubble will head for a change. 5 seconds remaining in the period. Anoka skating around the pit. Pass up. That'll bring us to the end of the first period here. Through 1 period of play here, Spartacats lead 5-0. Spartacats have 18 shots on goal compared to only 3 from Anoka. Nelson comes on to take the opening draw of the second period. Robinette and Krisky on the wings, and then Bliss and Turvold at defense. Puck goes over towards Krisky. Nelson comes away with it. Pass up to Robinette. Anoka carries it into their own zone. Offsides waved off. Nelson picks up the puck. Puck comes back to Bliss. Anoka chips it ahead. Turvold goes back to pick up the puck behind the net. Shot blocked by Nelson. Nelson goes down, has her stick taken away. Another shot. Loved by Boyd. Anoka heads to regroup, and Boyd lets it go. Bliss picks it up. Pass up to Krisky. Puck comes out of the zone. Cans picks it up in the neutral zone. Cans crosses the blue line. Tries to leave it back to the D. No defense is there. Anoka has 2-on-0. Shot tipped and they score. Defensive slip up there for the Spartacats, and Anoka's able to capitalize. Score 5-1 now. 12:40 remaining in the second period. Walker picks up the puck. Anoka brings it down. Shot saved by Boyd. Puck comes back up to Walker. Walker able to clear the zone. Icing waved off.
Scoring for ACPCR, number 58, Zoe Carlson.
Cans picks up the puck behind the net. Pass out to Moline. Moline fires a shot. Save. Cans on the rebound, covered by Anoka. Nelson takes the draw, wins it back to Weber. Weber fires a shot and they score. I think it might have been tipped, but I couldn't get a good shot. Weber had the shot from the point. Hubble picks up the puck off the face-off.
Assisted by number 23, Mackenzie Weber. Time goal 2:08 in the second period.
Hubble got a tip on that goal. Weber credited with the assist. Battle behind the net for the puck. Spartacats come away with it. Pass out front. Nobody's there. Hubble has it taken away. Puck goes in front of the net. Oh, and Anoka can't get a shot off. Hubble. Bates able to clear it up to Hubble. Hubble comes down. Hubble fires a shot, scores again. Hubble's second goal of this shift puts the Spartacats up 7-1 with 11:06 remaining in the second period.
Scoring for England, number 9.
Puck comes back to Turvold. Tries to get a pass up to McCall, taken away by Anoka. They dumped it in. Moving back to pick up the puck. Pass out in front. Can't get a shot off. Puck comes out to Robinette. Robinette skates it out of the Spartacat zone. But it's taken away again by Anoka, who dumped it into the corner. Moline goes back to pick up the puck. Back to Anoka's defense. Shot goes wide into the corner, and Turvold goes back to chase after. McCall picks up the loose puck. Pass up to Krisky. Goes back to Anoka's D, who can't hold the line. They dump it into the zone, and it's offsides. Nelson, pass back to Cams. Cams takes it forward. Knocked away by Anoka. Anoka, pass up. Puck comes back to Weber. Pass up to Cans. Cans dumps it off the boards into the behind the goal. Anoka picks it up. Tries to get a breakout pass. Puck comes back to Verstrat. Fires a shot. Saved. Walker gets the rebound. Fires another shot. Saved. Covered by Anoka's goalie. .9:44 remaining in the second period here. Spartacats lead 7-1. Puck comes out. Walker picks it up. Fires it into the corner. Spartacats going to attack. Puck comes out in front of the net. Oh, Anoka's able to get it away. Anoka brings it down the ice. Puck knocked away by Weber. Verstrat picks it up and able to clear it. Shot goes just wide of the net. Another shot, saved and covered by Boyd. Well, the whistle here with 8:59 remaining in the second period. Face off one over to Bliss. Bliss picks up the puck behind the net. Reverses course, goes back behind the net. Slips, loses the puck. Anoka gets it back to the defense. Shot taken away by Bates. Hubble picks up the puck. Hubble able to clear the zone. Bates picks up the puck. Tries to get it out in front. Nobody can get a shot off. Hubble, pass back to Turvold. Turvold's pass. Turvold fires a shot. Puck goes wide of the net. Bates picks it up. Gets it towards the net. Saved by Anoka. Anoka clears the puck down into the Spartacat zone. Bliss goes back to pick it up. Bliss pass up to Bates. Bates tries to get it out of the zone. Puck goes back to Anoka's defense. Pass taken away by Turvold. Turvold tries to chip it off the boards. Spartacats able to get it out of the zone. Bates pass over to Hubble. Hubble loses the puck. Puck goes. Anoka sends it back down the ice. Turvold picks it up, fires across, ice pass. Can't find anybody. Anoka picks up the puck in their own zone. Anoka fires it down the ice. Turvold chases after it, but not in time. We'll have an icing on Anoka and an offensive zone face-off coming up for the Spartacats. Puck comes back to Verstrat. Verstrat fires a shot. Saved. Spartacats looking for a rebound. Covered by Anoka. Puck comes back. Anoka fires it down the ice. Icing waved off. Moline back to pick it up. Fires it off the boards up to Krisky. Krisky able to get it out of the zone. Nelson picks up the loose puck. Comes down 2-on-1. Has Robinette. Nelson makes a defender miss. Whiffs on the shot. Puck comes back to Verstrat. Verstrat fires a shot. Tipped wide of the net. Nelson battling for it. Robinette comes up. Anoka comes away with the puck. Comes down the ice. Knocked away by Verstrat. Pass in front of the net. Anoka can't catch it. Battle behind the net. Pass out front. Whiffs on the shot. Nelson picks up the puck. Nelson coming down with speed. The line mates head for line change. Nelson takes a shot. Saved by Anoka. .6:14 left in the second period. Spartacats still lead 7-1. Cans gets the puck off the face-off, fires a shot. McCall had a great opportunity there on the rebound. Saved by Anoka's goalie. Cans picks up the puck, skating around the zone with it. Pass back to Bliss. Bliss tries to dump it in. Anoka picks it up, comes the other way with it. Weber picks up the puck behind the net, reverses course. Pass off the boards, picks it up herself. Weber skates it down the ice. Drop pass back to Walker. Walker shot. Blocked by Anoka. Anoka able to get it out of the zone. Weber on the back check, able to take the puck away. Comes down. Pass over to Cans. Cans makes a couple defenders miss. Pass back to Bliss. Shot goes just wide of the net. Walker picks up the puck. Cans gets the puck. Pass back to the deep. Bliss sends it back in the zone. Cans has it in the corner. Cuts back, looking for a pass. Can't find a passing option. Puck goes down the ice. Icing waved off. Weber picks up the puck. Poked away by Anoka. Weber comes away with it. Anoka fires a shot. Glove saved by Boyd. Nelson will take the draw. Bates and Hubble on the wing. Wins it over to Bates. Bates pass up to Hubble. Hubble passes out for Bates. Bates fires a shot. Saved by Anoka. Nelson picks the puck, brings it behind the net. Pass out to Moline. Moline fires a shot. Caught by Anoka's goalie. Moline fires a shot. Covered by Anoka. Shot goes wide of the net. Ooh, Hubble off the boards. Almost had a great opportunity. Puck comes back. Anoka able to clear it. Icing waved off. Nelson picks it up in her own zone. Pass up to Bates. Bates can't get it ahead. Offside's called on Anoka. Puck comes back out of the zone. Anoka defense picks it up. Offside's on Anoka once again. Paul battling along the boards. Robinette comes in to help. Puck comes back to Anoka's defense. Back to Weber. Weber passes it ahead. Up to McCall. Can't find it. Anoka has the puck behind the net. Puck comes out. Anoka picks it up. Heads down the ice. Trisky pass over to Cans. Cans loses the puck. Anoka chips to the head into the zone. Anoka dumps the puck in behind the net. The strap picks it up, tries to get a pass to Trisky, taken away by Anoka. Weber goes back behind the net, picks up the puck, passes to Cans. Cans gets it up to Nelson. Nelson gets around the defender, cuts back in front of the net, fires and scores. Nelson scores to make the score 8-1 in favor of the Spartacats. 2:01 remaining in the second period.
Scoring for Egan, number 44, Riley Nelson. Assisted by number 23, Mackenzie Weber, and number 18, Isabella Lewis. Goal 11:59.
Hands has the puck along the boards. Pass out in front. Pass out. Noka can't find it. Turvold comes into pinch, able to hold the line. Anoka gets it back. Pass up. Nelson pokes it away. Turvold able to clear the zone. Icing on Anoka with 58.6 seconds remaining in the second period. Puck comes back to Ristrat. Ristrat fires, and they score. Ristrat's shot. I'm not sure if it was tipped. It looked like it went in clean, but Spartacats go up 9-1 with 53 seconds left in the period. McCall takes the draw. Puck comes up to Bates.
Scoring for Egan, number 77, Alex Silverstein, assisted by number 91.
Bates fires a shot, save. Ristrat did score on that goal, assisted by McCall. Puck comes back to Moline. Bates takes it. Battle along near the blue line. Puck comes out. Anoka gets it out of the zone. Bates picks it up. Carries it across the blue line, but Spartacats were offsides. .4 seconds remaining in the period. Bates picks up the puck. Tries to get it ahead for Hubble. Puck goes back to Anoka's defense, who send it down the ice. Icing called on Anoka with 5.6 seconds remaining in the period. Puck comes back. The Strat fires it in the zone. Bates scored again, but buzzer sounded, goal waved off. Scoring summary for the second period. 4 additional goals for the Spartacats and 1 for Anoka. Score through 2 periods of play, 9-1 in favor of the Spartacats. Spartacats currently out shooting Anoka 34-7. Nelson wins the draw back to Weber. Weber passes up to Kriske. Kriske drops it back to Weber. Hook goes out in front. Kriske picks it up. Fires a shot. Nelson gets it. Pass back to Kriske. Kriske passes back to Bliss. Bliss shoots. Hook is wide. Nelson picks it up. Pass back to Weber. Weber gets around the girl. Skates it down. Pass out front. Rebound covered by Anoka. Running time has began as Spartacats have a 8-goal differential, which is Call takes the draw, wins it back. Verstrat has it, shot. Ooh, there's a loose puck, but Walker was being held down. Another shot, couldn't find a tip on it. Puck goes back to Anoka's defense. Back to Verstrat. Verstrat fires a shot. Walker almost on the rebound. Anoka picks it up. Carries it out of the zone. Spartacats dump it into the zone. Anoka back to pick it up behind the red line. And icing called on Anoka. .11:45 left in the third period. We'll have an offensive zone face-up here for the Spartacats. Puck goes, and Anoka's goalie able to reach out and cover it before a rebound is shot. Shot, almost scored, but it goes high of the net. Cans at defense fires a shot, saved. Hubble scores for third of the game. I think Spartacats go up 10-1 with 10:36 remaining in the period. That's out front. Robinette gets it along the boards. Pass up to McCall. Back to Moline. Moline fires a shot. Saved. McCall picks it up in the corner. Kriske battling for it along the blue line. Anoka able to get it out of the zone. Moline comes in to battle for it. Kriske comes away with it. Kriske pass out in front for Robinette. Robinette fires a shot. Kriske on the rebound. Boy can't find it, and there she covers it. We'll have a whistle. Puck is down. Moline picks up the puck. Pass off the boards up to Turvold. Turvold pass up to Nelson. Nelson gets the puck. Comes on. Shot saved. Turvold tries to get a pass out front, and it's covered by Anoka's goalie. Nelson wins the draw. Turvold with that last goal. Spartacats go up 11-0. Verstrat gets it into the zone. Anoka able to clear it back out. Turvold bumps it in. Nelson passes. Oh, and they're just offsides. Well, the neutral zone face-off coming up for the Spartacats. Strat fires a shot. Goes wide of the net. Bates pass out in front. And Spartacats are offsides once again. .6:30 remaining in the period. We'll have a center ice face-off here coming up. McCall will take the draw. Hubble and Bates on the wings. Bliss and Weber at defense. That goes over to Weber. Weber fires a shot. McCall comes out, front of the net. Anoka picks it up. Fires a shot, goes wide of the net. Puck goes behind the net. Anoka picks it up, pass out in front, knocked away by Boyd. McCall tries to get a pass up to Hubble. Puck comes out of the zone, and Anoka's offsides. And Nelson goes down. No call again. Robinette battling for it. Puck comes out. Trisky gets it. Tries to chip it forward. Taken away. And ref blows his whistle. Trisky will head to the penalty box for 2 minutes. Spartacats will be on the penalty kill for 2 minutes of running time here with 4:23 left in the period. Anoka fires a shot from the point. Puck goes wide. Turvold back to pick it up. And Turvold taken down. And Anoka will head to the box, and we'll have our whistle. And we'll have 4-on-4 for about a minute and 15 seconds of running time. And then the Spartacats will have whatever's left on Anoka's penalty and a power play. Penalty goes up on the board. There's about a 55-second difference between the two penalties. The Strat's shot blocked into the corner. Puck comes back to the Strat. The Strat fires it into the corner. Walker back to pick it up. Anoka brings it behind the net. Turvold gets the puck. Pass out in front for Walker. It's knocked away by Anoka. Turvold taken down. No penalty. Walker picks it up in the corner. Tries to get a pass out to Verstrat. Puck comes into the neutral zone. Pass off the boards. And Anoka clears it down. And it'll be icing on Anoka. 8 seconds left in the Krisky penalty, so this whistle should bring us to the end of the Spartacats penalty kill. Spartacats have 52 seconds remaining on the penalty. They're sending Krisky back to the box. She can't come out until the puck is dropped. Now Weber fires a shot blocked into the corner. Bates picks it up. Weber comes up. Bates gets the puck. Pass out in front for Hubble. Hubble's shot. Noka's penalty expires. So now she'll come out at the next puck drop. 1:20 remaining in the game. One over to Bates. Bates fires a shot. Covered by Anoka. One minute remaining in the game. Spartacats lead 11-1. McCall takes the draw. Bates wins it, fires a shot, top corner, and she scores. 35 seconds left in the game. Spartacats go up 12-1. Hands, gets it, skates in the zone, pass out in front. Anoka picks it up, pass up. Weber knocks it away, and that'll bring us to the end of the game. Spartacats win 12-1. Final shot totals of the game: 45 for the Spartacats, 7 for Anoka. Boyd with 6 saves as the Spartacats secure a 12-1 win here against Anoka. Spartacats move to 1-1 on the tournament, and they'll play again later tonight against Cannon River.